So we have some changes with Psi Iota chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. If you don't know me yet, my name is Sarah Spikeson, and I'm one of the faculty members in the speech department. I've also been a behind-the-scenes co-advisor this past semester, mostly helping students out on the Corinth campus. But I'll be taking an increased role in this next year because Erica Thompson, your lead Phi Theta Kappa advisor, has accepted a position as the Faculty Senate President and is kind of stepping down just a little bit. She's still going to be with us. She's just going to be our advisor representative over on the Flower Mound campus. So I'm stepping up, and for those of you who don't know me, I would love to get to know you soon. We also will be having this spring semester lots of other changes too. We will be having new officer installments probably towards the end of the semester, but I need to know if you are interested in being an advisor, learning about our hallmarks, and really putting those out into action so that we can get you set up for the 2019-2020 school year. I want to be doing some intensive stuff with the new officer team over the summer and getting you guys prepared and prepped so that we can hit the ground running in the fall so we can earn back a 5-star status as a chapter. We'll also, for returning students, we are going to have the spring common application. That's really important for you to get money for the fall semester if you're returning to a community college. We also have several conferences that are coming up. Texas Regional Conference is going to be in Houston. Internationals is going to be in Orlando, Florida, and then the Honors Institute, which is likely again going to be in Villanova, Pennsylvania. These are all opportunities that are going to be fantastic for you to grow as a leader, to grow as an individual, and just to grow as a citizen of this earth. So we're going to be covering a lot in this little video. I'm sorry if it's going to be a little long, but I want to make sure that you guys really get into today. And sorry for the background noise. We are at Starbucks right now. So, a little bit about me. Since most of you do not know my face, many of you have not had me in class because I'm a new faculty member as of the fall. So my name is Sarah Spikeson, and I'm going to be helping students who are ready to help themselves. Phi Theta Kappa is not about an advisor leading a chapter, it is about student leadership, which means for those of you who are looking to take on something, to develop your own soft skills, you're looking for career development, you're looking for a place that you can really make your mark on, I'm here to help you do that, not to do it for you. I try to make my community a better place. Every single year, I donate thousands of dollars for my small business. I improve animal welfare as the director of an animal rescue, and I also serve on a parent advisory committee for my daughter's school, and I'm also an advocate for you. I donate the equivalent of several $1,000s worth of free resume and career advice coaching every single year to my students, and you get to benefit if you take advantage of what Phi Theta Kappa has to offer you. Through me, yay! You also have a bunch of other advisors on your team that are super excited to help you realize your goals. Now, I wanted to give you an idea because I've been a Phi Theta Kappa advisor now. This will be my 5th year, but I've been at another college. What a former Phi Theta Kappa member at my old school said about me that she thought would be useful for you. She says, I would let them know that you are flexible in many teaching styles, willing to dedicate time to help them achieve their goals, and overall you want to help them attain their goals towards success in their degree paths. You're a fabulous professor, leader, and friend. And that was from Angel, who's one of my former Phi Theta Kappa students, and actually someone who was in my class at one point in time. I'm really here for you to develop you as an individual through Phi Theta Kappa because Phi Theta Kappa gives you every single tool in the book in order to improve yourself, in order to set yourself up for scholarships. But if you don't do those things, if you don't take advantage of the opportunity, you're not going to get very far in the organization. Some of you are just here as passerbys. You signed up for the membership so that you could get your transfer scholarship to your institution, and that's all you want. That's all you want, that's fine. But if you are here to improve yourself, your soft skills, your career advancement, I can help you do that and set yourself up for scholarships in the meantime. So, a couple fast facts. There's also going to be a document that I attach to this video that you can get basically the notes of everything that I'm saying. My cell number is going to be in there, so please save that number. It's 425-502-0421. You can call me to schedule if you need a one-on-one meeting. I also have a little bit about me. I have a 5-year-old daughter named Nika who is named after Nikola Tesla. I'm not an Edison fan, I'm a Tesla fan. And I also have a wonderful husband, JR, who works with the Gainesville ISD. So I teach speech in Corinth this semester, at least on Monday, Wednesday, so I can be there for Wednesday meetings. And I also teach in Gainesville on Tuesday, Thursdays. I bike to work on those days. I also adjunct at my old college in government philosophy. So I have 3 different subjects that I teach. I love talking to you, whatever your career path is. I also run a Texas nonprofit animal rescue called Co-Pilot Animal Rescue. I own a makeup business where I donate 100% of my profits to other nonprofits or to specific causes like medical funds and emergencies and things that really help other people. So if you need marketing and nonprofit experience, I can create an internship for you either through the animal rescue, through the makeup business, whatever it is, for things that will enhance your experience. You want, let's say you're an accounting major and you need experience. Well, guess what? We have use for an accountant over at Co-Pilot Animal Rescue. You don't need to be a full-fledged accountant, and we will give you the experience necessary so that you have good resume development, which will help you with your scholarship applications too. So I'm more than happy to help students figure out something that works for them. I'm also a former peer career counselor, and I love helping students, especially driven ones, create their first effective resume and build their LinkedIn profile and career network. In my free time, I take ballet classes, I tend to my farm, I watch a lot of Netflix, catch up on Walking Dead, I listen to Dave Ramsey's podcast, and I geek out over government updates. So, upcoming dates, next section. Our weekly meetings will still likely be on Wednesdays. We're going to work that out with the officer team since we've got a little change, new semester, new schedules, those sorts of deals. And I'm also going to start honoring a member of the week every single week to showcase our membership. So if you show up to Wednesday meetings, you might be the member of the week and you'll get a nice little prize. You'll get your photo taken and you'll get put on our Facebook page. The next thing you need to know is about the new member induction and orientation. Save this date, write it down, put it in your Google Calendar now. It's going to be Tuesday, April 16th at 7 p.m. on the Gainesville campus. Your officers will be encouraged and gently expected to assist because it's going to be a big event. It's not just going to be a half hour in and out. It's going to be an actual orientation as well as an induction. For anyone who has never been to an induction, this is for you. It doesn't matter if you signed up last semester and, it doesn't matter when you signed up. If this is your first induction, you are welcome here. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the conferences. Now, before we get to the conferences, I want you guys to realize that you are incredibly lucky to have Psi Iota, and our college supports you in ways that almost no other college campus does. The college and the chapter pays for your conference fees and your travel expenses. That's not normal. I want you to know that at all. Most students pay out of pocket for their conferences, and they are just as broke as you are. So understand that you are blessed, and I want you to make full use of those amazing life-changing experiences without taking anything out of your pockets. So, here's the deal. Interested students for these conferences that I'm about to list will get a free conference scholarship if, conditionally, you register or apply with us before the early bird deadline. That gets the chapter the cheapest rate. If you want to go after that deadline, you still can. You'll just be responsible for paying the full conference fee on your own. We will still cover the things that we've already have. So if we're driving there, sure, you can hitch a ride with us without paying anything else. If we already have housing, we're not going to charge you extra for housing, but you will be responsible for it. So all that means is put these dates into your calendar and let us know if you want to go to these life-changing experiences, these leadership experiences, to get pumped up, to learn new things in a timely manner. Okay, so the first one is the Texas Regional Convention. This is going to happen March 7th through 9th, plus add a day before and after for travel, and it's going to be down in Houston. The early bird registration deadline, so the deadline for that conference scholarship, is going to be February 14th for us, but the actual early bird registration is the 15th. So again, if you want a free conference scholarship, you need to talk with me by February 14th so that we can get you registered at the early bird rate. The regular registration fee, if you're paying on your own, is March 1st, and you have a late registration fee up to March 7th. So you can still make a decision up through then if you're going to be paying out of pocket. The second conference, and I would ask you guys, do not miss this one. These are fantastic conferences, is the Phi Theta Kappa Catalyst Conference. This used to be the International Convention, and this year it is actually in Orlando, Florida. So we'll have a lot of fun there. It is April 4th through 6th. This is an incredibly fun and high energy conference with world-class speakers. I got to see John Legend give not only a speech, but also a little mini concert a couple years ago. You're going to see So for example, the woman from The Little People, who is an amazing doctor, give her speech on overcoming adversity. These are just amazing conferences that you should attend because they are wonderful. And if you register again by the early bird deadline for us, you will get a free conference scholarship. There's also an on-site speaking competition. Last year's topic was I am PTK, and I had 2 students compete. They didn't go very far, but that's okay because winners get a scholarship and they get stage recognition, and if you don't win, it's not a big deal. You got a life experience to check off and build some soft skills. So I want you guys to put yourself out there with Phi Theta Kappa so that you can reap the rewards. So there's going to be a link to last year's highlights in the document, the notes document of this. Your early bird registration is February 5th for us, but officially February 6th. So you need to talk with me by February 5th if you want to go to internationals for free. That means that the chapter is paying your $359 conference scholarship for you, okay? Regular registration is $409 if you're gonna self-pay through March 13th, and on-site registration, if you just show up last minute, is gonna be $459 out of your pocket. So again, it helps if you let us know you wanna go by February 5th, and we will pay your conference registration fee for you. Now, the third conference that we have on our agenda, most people kind of like check out by then at the end of the semester, but the one that I think you should think of over the summer if you want to make the most of your summertime is the Honors Institute. Now, the deadline for this is to be decided. It'll kind of be released at the beginning of the semester sometime, and usually at least by internationals. Last year, if you want to kind of get an idea, was June 8th through 23rd at Villanova University in Pennsylvania. I have a link for that as well in the notes if you want to look at it. Honors Institute includes 4 days of small discussions, collaborative learning exercise, leadership skills development, area tours, and relationship building focusing on honors and action, the honors study topic as well, so it's really important. The registration is limited to only 500 students and advisors total, so the small size is like supposed to create this like better relationship and more interaction. If that is something that you are interested in doing and really building yourself and you're coming back next year, let us know and we will get you on that list, and we will try to send a small group of us, especially our new officers. If you're thinking about being an officer, that would be a fantastic learning experience for you. And again, we will cover, as long as we get it by the early deadline, we will get you guys covered in terms of the fee. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is scholarships. Your spring common scholarships are going to be coming up this semester. If you start the week before that scholarship deadline, it's not going to work out well for you. I can tell you from the last like 4 or 5 years of experience, last minute does not work. These scholarships are for returning community college students, meaning they'll be coming back to a community college next year. I've had students win almost every single one of these scholarships at some point in the last 4 years, and for transfer scholarships and also for like continuation scholarships. And I can really tell you from experience that you need to be able to craft a story. If you don't know how to do that, you need to come do the prep work with me, with one of your other advisors in your career field, in order to build that story. Although I wasn't a Phi Theta Kappa myself when I was in college, I earned 2 full ride scholarships and thousands more in private scholarships. I know how to craft a story. I can know how to build your resume and look at the areas that you have and the areas that you need and really point you in the right direction so that you get the experience to be competitive in scholarships. And if you don't win a scholarship, it's going to make you competitive in the workforce. So it's a 1-2 punch that works really well. So when I post videos throughout the semester on what you need to do in order to improve your soft skills, make service a way of life, or really take on leadership roles, trust me that I know what I'm talking about because I want you to succeed. So a couple things that you can be doing right now. If you've not already done it, go do your 5-star certification. They just opened up a 5-star certification for advisors that I'm doing, and you and I can walk through it together. You can do the student version and I will be doing the faculty version. Why should you do your 5-star certification through your myptk.org account? Well, first, it improves your soft skills. It's going to be a tiebreaker for scholarships. They literally, if there's 2 students for the same scholarship and they're neck and neck, they look and see who is 5-star. That makes for an easy tiebreaker. It's important for you to do because we want to give you every single advantage possible in earning those scholarships. The next thing it does is it improves your interview skills. We want you to succeed in life, and a lot of this is just thinking ahead how pieces fit together and strategically maneuvering what you are about, why you're about that, and being able to kind of get a rough draft out so that by the time you get to an interview or a mock interview, you're already set. It also helps you see gaps in your skill set. You may go through this and be like, oh my gosh, like I'm totally missing an internship or career specific, development. That's important. We can help you identify those gaps and then fix those gaps before scholarship time. And the other thing too is that if you care about the recognition, if you get your 5-star pin, you will get recognized at the Texas Regional Conference on stage, and going on stage is really fun. I've been on stage several times for students and for myself, and it's a lot of fun. The second thing that you should be doing is consider running at least for a regional international office. If you're a student that's going to be coming back next year, consider running for regionals or international office. I've helped several students win regional positions. I've helped 2 students campaign for international office before. 1 came runner-up, and it's a fantastic experience. Not only are you going to get campaign experience if you happen to be in politics, but even if you feel it offers a story for your scholarship applications. It's going to improve your soft skills again and give you a place to actually practice those soft skills. So you learned about soft skills in your 5-star competitive edge, and now it's actually going to give you an opportunity to put those in action. It also helps you network, you grow, you learn from other chapters, and those connections last far beyond graduation. And honestly, it'll help you with a job interview, because when you are sitting there in front of your campaign table and you're passing out flyers and giving 30-second elevator, pitches to people who are walking by, you're basically doing like the equivalent of 100 mock interviews a day, and you really get much more confident in your public speaking. The next thing you need to be doing if you want to be competitive with scholarships, or really just the workforce, is look for a long-term job shadow or internship. I did my internship with the Department of Homeland Security and then the U.S. Census Bureau. You don't know where to get an internship? Come find me. I'll find something within your field that we can do, that we can make it attainable. And if there's nothing already there, we can find a way to make it happen with either a local organization. I help students do that all the time, or with one of the nonprofits that I run. Next thing, sit down with me during office hours. You guys have my cell number, gave it to you earlier. It'll also be in the notes. Schedule something where you can sit down with me and get some one-on-one coaching. That's pretty simple. We can make sure if you're like overwhelmed by this whole process, we can get you taken care of. The next thing, I forgot how many numbers we're on, is start preparing now. I want you to scaffold a plan. I want you to target scholarships and be like, I want this scholarship, how do we get there? I want you to hone your resume and determine what's missing. I want to make you competitive, and I want you to also make room in your schedule for a summer internship. Even if you're working full time, you can totally do this. I did it myself. I was a broke college student with no family support in college. We can find time, even if it's in the evening, for you to be an intern of some sort within your field that will still be meaningful. I don't want you like getting coffee for people. I want you doing something actually in your field. And then the last thing I want to talk about today is getting your documents ready. So a lot of scholarship prep is just getting everything in a row. I don't want you to spend all this time working on scholarship essays and then lose it because you submitted it in an online form and it disappeared when it's submitted. I want you to create Google Docs that you can access at any single time and reuse them from scholarship to scholarship. I want you to be able to send that link to other people to get edits on them. I want you to start getting your letters of recommendation, and there will be a link in the document about what Phi Theta Kappa recommends for your letters of recommendation. Some of you just kind of like ask random professors, which is fine, but unless you've had a really meaningful experience or project with that professor, that letter of recommendation is not going to be strong. The more that you involve yourself in your school life, in Phi Theta Kappa, the stronger stories your advisors and professors have to write about you. They're more compelling that way. Like, we can easily see when we review letters of recommendation who actually knew the student well and who didn't, just by what they write. And then next thing, get your financial statements in a row. If you are applying for a scholarship that requires financial need, we just want those prepped and ready. It can be the same documents that you probably use for FAFSA verification. They'll want justification for why you need scholarships, and some of you may be like, oh, well, I was this way. I said, well, there's other people who are more in need than me. Okay, you made that determination. Let them make that determination. Gather your documents. I was homeless for a few years, and I definitely did not have familial support, but I always had this idea that people had it worse off than me, so why would I need a financial scholarship? I did need a financial scholarship, but I thought other people needed it more. If you're in that boat, I still want you to apply, because even if it's for financial need, we can find ways to justify why you need financial, scholarships, and we can help get your ducks in a row so that we've got the backing to prove it. And the last thing with me, again, I've repeated it several times, schedule a meeting with me for a scholarship checkup. So if you've got questions, you want to get on board, you want to be an officer, you want to go to conferences, contact me. My office is over in 313 in the Corinth campus, and then it's over in like 502B over on the Gainesville campus. You've got my cell number, contact me, get a hold of me, and we will get you set up so that you can have the most effective spring semester and summer possible. Bye y'all.